Right, time for an update. Where are we at, Kevin, on this beautiful morning here?
We are, got my starter situation going, fixed. It ended up being a ground situation through one of my switches I had on the back of the car, safety switch. And right now I'm going to be finishing up some of the wiring. I already keyed over the engine a little bit, so that is cranking over now, so that's pretty good.
Which, you know, we'll do a little demo of that a little later on.
Well, yeah, hopefully with it, you know, shooting some flames out the exhaust too. So
yeah, well, we got to get those on.
Yeah, so all my binging going on is for my billboard. So trying to get ready for Grand National,
which is a week and a half away.
Not even.
Oh yeah, it's for like a week.
I got to be there on
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. So
all right,
that's a week.
It's 1 week.
1 week.
Okay.
We gotta get back to work.
Kevin was nice enough to throw me over here and let me replace the grill on Vemic with this nice chrome one, where I just spent the last 2 hours polishing it, but came out good. And then he said, hey, why don't you do the bezels? I said, yeah, good times. So I'm gonna get back to working on these, and Kevin's gonna get back to working on that, and when I finish this, I get to work on that finally. Well, just doing the zoomies.
Yes.
So all right, we'll check back in. So Kevin is about to take the death wheel to his nice motor. What's the problem here, Kevin? These are too long?
Yeah, the head studs are actually hitting the... I have thick header flanges for the zoomies, which you'll see over there. If you reference that, I have to cut... Unfortunately, I got to cut these down. These don't go down any further, and...
tried modifying the zoomies.
I tried modifying the flanges, and
yeah, it was just easier to cut it.
Yeah. Well, it's not an easy thing. It's actually, in this case, I think the only thing.
Yeah, and let's try not to have a fire this time.
Why not? That's fun. I mean, that green thing went on fire.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And in the meantime, we did a little facelift on Vemic. And she has a big, bright chrome grill on her now. Looking pretty good. Carry on. She's flat.
Yeah.
Tish, flattish.
Either be like light blue or like red or yellow.
I am not sure what in the tomfuckery this is, but it's pretty cool. So moving right along, our steering shaft was too long. So we have to cut 2 inches off of it to hopefully get it right. So we're gonna cut an inch, then we're gonna use the die set or the tap.
Yeah.
Thread it.
Tap.
Then we're gonna cut another inch. Then we're gonna tap it, and
yeah.
then we're gonna get on the car, and hopefully the car steers straight.
It will steer straight. Ah.
Yep. It has nothing to do with alcohol.
Has nothing to do with beer.
Yeah. Let's cut this. Try not to start a fire. And then we'll tap it.
Yeah.
And then we'll cut it. And then we'll tap it again.
Yeah.
And then we'll fit her up.
Yeah.
And well, hopefully we get it right.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's not the first time this was done on this car. But the second time is when we get it right.
No. It was never done because it was...
Oh, you just bought this rod. It just happened to be whatever it is, 52 inches.
Yep.
Okay.
Probably had it somewhere, you know, in the pole barn or something that I don't have.
Chop it, tap it, chop it, tap it. Let's try it out.
Chop, chop, chop.
You gotta do bushing. All right, there's the first inch. So
that's what she said.
Blow some of that shit out of there and get the tap.
Ooh, do we have no thread?
No, there's threads.
All right.
There's definitely threads.
You blew the shaft.
But
LOL.
a compressor would be nice if you had air in over this garage.
Really?
Yeah, there's definitely threads though. And with that, we got some cutting oil in there. That's shit I've never used in my life.
AKA gear oil.
There's threads. You don't want to just throw that in a drill and bring her home?
No.
You know, that's what I would do.
Because you could snap the damn thing.
What, you're saying you only have one 5/8 die?
Yep.
Or tap?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
See, aren't you glad we went with 1 inch at a time? 2 inch would be fucking disastrous, I think.
It would have been. But this is going to be disastrous anyway, because...
Oh, I know it's a lot. See? Like every 5 days I have a good idea. There you go. Alright.
I don't want to break my...
We're going to be doing this for the next 10 minutes. Apparently the walls are too thick for us to just use the tap. So, Kevin said we're going to drill it. So, I guess we're going to be drilling it.
We're drilling it.
Alright. Let me see how this works.
If things go bad, we're going to just weld that one heim in there.
That's what I was thinking from the start. Hopefully things don't go bad. So,
Which...
we're going to need a 5/8 inch drill bit. I'm just making that up, but we'll figure it out.
You're just making
definitely thick. We'll figure it out. Okay, so when you're getting ready to weld a piece on the car that has to be welded on the car, always make sure that you use an approved welding blanket.
Welding sheet?
Yes.
All right.
100% cotton is recommended if you want to burn something down. But if it catches on fire, we'll just pull it real quick. So,
Or we can use this.
yeah, that'll help too. Anything at this point will help, except for more beer. So,
Yeah, no more beers until we're done.
let's get this going.
Pretty tight now?
It's pretty tight, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll move. You can jump.
I don't think it will either. Get the bottom and then we'll pull it off and do the whole underside.
Yeah, I got pretty much everything I need on the bottom.
You good?
Yeah.
Alright.
So now we'll...
Let's let it cool and yank it off.
Yep.
Measure once, cut twice?
No, measure once, cut once. We're making a drive shaft out of another drive shaft.
Okay. So we got to cut a couple inches off of this, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Sounds good.
Okay. If you could do it once, you could do it twice. If you could do it twice, you could do it once. I don't know how it goes. I had the wrong number in my mind. I made a drive shaft, and now I got to do it over again because it was too long. Okay. I feel like bad dog.
Okay. Alright, so the proper way to smooth out your drive shaft is to wrap a clamp around it. So you get a perfect cut. And you can see
Cut it straight the first time.
we have some experience. Temp 1, temp 2, temp 3. So now she's going to fit. Apparently cutting a drive shaft 3 times is the charm. So we got her all back together, we test fit her.
It's only because, look at me. It's only because I measured a different yoke that was already in the transmission, which after I pulled it out, it was clearly a shorter one. and not as strong. This one's more beefaroni, so it's got a little more distance. I should have done that. I did not.
Now we know.
Now we know. So boo.
Yep, we dry fit it. It's good. Kevin's going to weld it, and then we'll paint this and throw it under the car. Good to go.
Bye-bye.
Is it cracked?
Yeah, I cracked it.
All right, so I realized that we haven't really been recording a whole lot. So next up, we got a couple more wires to run. We have to put the acrylic back on the transmission tunnel. Kevin is getting the dash ready over here. We did get the whole grill on and hid some wires up inside there. So, pretty happy about that. Exhaust, I believe we showed you when we were putting that on. We didn't completely fire the motor, but she turns over and she wants to go. We're going to save that for tomorrow probably. So, we're going to keep going, just getting the back end of this grill wired up. Which, most of it's already wired, just, you know, one plug for the most part. So, yeah, let's keep on going. So, a little something else that we've been working on. Well, Kevin kind of charged me to do this yesterday. We got a little package that just arrived today, so we're going to open this up and see how this looks. I would love to say this is going smooth and quick, but it's not. So, we're going to update you on the finished product. I know this is hard for you guys to see, but our logo is done. And I'll take this down, I'll put it on a towel or something so you can actually read it, but yeah. This looks pretty damn cool. So with a little bit of light, it actually looks pretty good out here. Alright, you build the car, I'll build the signs going forward.
Yep.
Sounds good. Alright guys, so I think this is going to wrap it up for Goldrush. She is officially show ready now. And where is this going to be debuting at, Kevin?
This is going to the Grand National Roadster Show in Pomona, California for February 2nd through the 4th, I believe. So, just standing here and looking at it, all the time and work that took to put this thing together through all the years. And
yeah, this has been a little bit of a project for you, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, it's
on and off. What, 12 years?
It's been on and off the back burner. Yeah, many times, either financially or just had other stuff going on, you know.
Other builds come and get in the way.
Yep, you know, squirrel.
That's all right.
You know. So, I'm actually, you know, I'm actually glad that I, you know, opened it a little bit so you can.
Okay. Got this cool pedal setup.
I'm actually glad that I didn't finish this earlier, because it was going to be a lot more simpler. Not like this is a confusing build, but there's a lot of things I added that I wouldn't have done earlier years.
Right.
So I'm super happy where it is right now, you know? And that's just, you know, that's what happens, you know?
So that's
you know, like for instance, I'm glad I added this black stripe or belt line stripe, you know, and there's little things I added where I had a thought, and I'm glad I didn't just go straight gold with the car, you know. So
yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up. Next time you guys see Goldrush, it's gonna be at the show.
Yeah, yep. Hope to see you guys, but this will probably air after. But
so yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all that other stuff that the successful YouTubers tell you to do.
yeah, get off your butt and get in the garage and build one of these.